Welcome back, survivors. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Carnivores Legacy, where this week we are returning to the Ancient Temple, and I decided to go into the settings and turn the density up to max, just to see if we can have better luck finding some new endemics. We did spot a couple of repeat endemics last week on the Ancient Temple, and we did actually fill out the diorama for the Agnathomus and the Brontosaurus, but we still have a number of slots left to fill up in there. And I'm hoping we can have some better luck finding just something a little bit new this week. So, again, Ancient Temple, Parasaurolophus to start. I'm going to do the full weapon roster as usual. Camouflage, cover scent, double ammo. I'm going to avoid the radar. I want to see all the maps first and maybe hunt them, and then anything we're missing we'll use the radar for. I don't know if we'll go for the Tyrannosaurus Rex yet, or save that again for like one of our final hunts for the series. As I mean, truth be told, the biggest draw for Legacy is everything aside from the Rex, really. But yeah, everything's looking pretty good, so we'll hop back in the Ancient Temple, see how this week goes, hopefully get something new. There is supposedly a mythical Velociraptor or something like that on this map. I don't know where it is or like how it spawns, but something to keep an eye out for to try to get. And everything looks good, so yeah, we'll just head out on a new hunt, see if high density helps us out at all, and hopefully snag something for the trophy room. Everything looks good, so let's get to our first hunt of Legacy for today. Okay, we're dropped in, as always. I just want to grab the, one of my self-defense weapons for close range. I usually go either shotgun or revolver for it. I'm not I'll have to double-check the menu for, like, which firearm is our best means of, like, high-damage self-defense. It looks like we're actually in a decent spot we haven't really been to yet in our hunts on the Ancient Temple. Oh, just a little compy jumping. Wasn't sure what I saw over there for a moment. But yeah, the species I think the only one that we have like an in-progress diorama for is the Magnatholus. Or Majungatholus. I'm not sure. I guess the brain's turning a little bit to mush today. I don't know why, it just seems to be. But yeah, that's the one we have in progress from, like, I think the shared endemic roster. There is the exclusive endemics that I think are up on the higher level in the trophy room that are only ever found on the single map you see them on. So things like the Ornithomimus from Tyrannosaurus, the Polacanthus from the previous map, and the Euplocephalus are some of the exclusive ones. So we will probably have to go back to those maps to try for them another time. But I did get a comment suggesting I try going up north towards these areas that have, apparently, snow to them. Because we didn't see all of the Ancient Temple last week, but this corner over here has, I guess, some snow-covered peaks we can try looking around, see if we can spot anything there. But it does just go to show how massive the Ancient Temple is for a map. It's due to its size is why I thought it'd be a good idea to up the density setting again. Just because with how wide and vast of a map it is, it could be very sparse on just default density for trying to find things. Like, as we saw from last week, we encountered a few things, but they were fairly widespread through the map, so hoping a higher density setting means we'll have better chance just spotting things a little more commonly, and hopefully, again, finding some of the last endemics we have not gotten yet. Now, it is possible they could also be, like, semi-exclusive endemics, where they're tied across a few maps, but not all of them, and just as we've gotten to this map, we're starting into a little bit of a new pool. Oh, this is actually a neat little valley here. Mozchops, Dimorphodon, yeah, nothing really that we're actually after. So we're just going to keep marching about, see what we can find. I've also had a comment come in about, like, the resolution being atrocious for, like, Carnivores content. There's no way to fix it. The Monitors Engine Edition has a set resolution it has to stay at to play. Or, well, you can't really adjust the setting in it because the M.E.E. has that hard fixed. Oh, hello. And even if I did crank up things like the recording resolution, it's not going to make Carnivores look any better. Because of the age and everything to it, you're always going to have pretty pixelated looking. One thing that's more I wish I could do something about, but that's kind of YouTube screwing me over, is I've talked about this long in the past, but I figured with that comment that came in recently, I'll talk about it again, is that YouTube has certain, like, video formats that they compress or play back the videos in. the majority of the videos that you'll watch on YouTube are probably using a VP9 video codec, and that's given more to, again, larger channels that has a sizable amount of views and subscribers to it. So, Soaring Targets, I think a fair number of his videos do have the VP9 that does have the resolution easier to watch and take in. But smaller channels, like my subscriber count, my view numbers, we have the AVC1 codec, which is basically the knockoff codec. It's not the greatest quality, the videos are a lot more pixelated, a little difficult to watch for viewership's sake. It's just a bit of a nuisance, because there's not really a way to, like, push for... Unless you get the numbers, you don't get the good stuff. Let's put it that way. So it does make Carnivores content is one of the reasons... Well, one of the series that has been hard to do for the channel at times. It's one of the reasons why I took a long break from any Carnivores content for a while. Because there's not really a good way I can adjust or improve the video quality you guys watch. If I stop moving, things look fine, but if I start moving the camera, then things get really blurry, pixelated, and pretty difficult at times to watch, if I'm honest. Actually, this path seems to lead up to some... This is like a little mini tucked away biome up here, too. Okay, I guess we're exploring today. But yeah, so that's... Again, I'd love to be able to say I can improve and make the video quality better, but I really can't at this point. If somebody knows how to for Carnivores, I definitely would be interested in hearing how they did it and seeing if it'd be possible for myself. Oh, I guess that's actually like a little bit of a snow particle effect going on there. Okay, I thought I heard a pretty heavy footstep somewhere around here. Oh, this is... Okay, this is kind of a neat little area I didn't even know was a thing. I can see why the comments suggested I come up here and take a look around. Oh! Oh, dinosaurs. Okay, I mean, it's nice to have something up here that's just, like, peaceful and it'll let me keep exploring. Yeah, so this is why I was given this suggestion to come up to the snow areas and check it out. It is a nice little tucked-away secret in a way. It's like, truthfully, looking on the map, I didn't think this would be snow. I thought this was all just, like, mountaintop. But there is, like, a tucked-away little secret area up here to explore. Oh, another Moss Chops over there. My guess is, as I'm exploring this, we probably won't have any encounters with anything trophy room-wise, but... Ah, jeez, you... It sounded like something was rushing at me, but I think it was just this guy climbing up the hill there. God, I'm paranoid because it's almost like it's too pretty and too nice. There's got to be something dangerous up here. Yeah, we'll just follow along behind this guy for a bit and see where it takes us. Oh, there's another Moss Chops up there. Sounds like there's some compies up here as well. Yeah, I'm just going to keep exploring. Oh, I guess we found the end of the snow patch. Okay, so this looks like the southern end of this little valley up here. Let's go up to the other end, see if we can find anything. And then if it is just like more of these peaceful ambience and that up here, then we'll hike our way down, see what we can find more in the proper map. Well, the rest of the map. I shouldn't say proper. I mean, it would be neat to find something up here. The only thing is, I just do not know what we would possibly stumble upon with it being kind of like this isolated little area. Yeah, I feel... Okay, so we got the little dry source here. It actually... I'm seeing a little orange dot a little bit to the northeast. Which I'm northwest. I still screw that up, and I apologize for it. I'm sure there are some people who don't mind at all, and others it could be like OCD, like... Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of red, which I'm guessing might be like a little... Actually, probably like a volcano, if I'm honest. Because there are a lot of other spots that have the bit of orange coloring on the map, so... I guess this is probably meant to be like a... volcanic region. Although, would this be ash? No, ash or snow then? I'm not actually sure now that I'm thinking about it. Like, I mean, it doesn't exactly look white now that I'm looking around, so it could be ash. It could even be snow. I'm not 100% sure on what it is. Yeah, it just looks like everybody up here is just nice, peaceful, ambient animals. Nothing to get too worried about. And that's probably Volcanic Peak right there. Oh, hello. Yeah, so everything looks pretty calm in here. I don't think I'll go to the other end of this to see where it, like, might spit us out. Because it looked like the path did wind to lead up to this region. Oh, and actually that might be the exit right there for it. So I'm pretty sure that's not where we came in from. But just in case there is anything else, I want to just take a little bit more of a look. And see if there is anything up here. I don't think so, but with how there have been Easter eggs hidden on other maps, I do want to just be a little thorough now that we are up. Oh, and there, it looks like there's an exit there, too. Okay, so they included a few ways to be able to come up and into this region. Yeah, it's just the way that those, like this valley up ahead here, it makes me think, could there be something Easter egg-like tucked away? Like some maps, like in Mandibles, Carnivores Plus, some of the maps have interesting little things tucked away, but it seems like, okay, I guess it is a little something here. Like an old, oh, okay, just Gallimimus. Looks like just a broken temple of sorts. Although I'm guessing I'm going to hear, like, more weird ambient chanting once I get onto that pillar or pedestal. I swear I can't talk properly. It's just, for whatever reason, today I am having a lot of issues. Yeah, it looks like it's just a little tucked away up here. Okay. Well, with us having reached here, it doesn't look like we're too far off from the rest of the map, though, so we'll just try climbing up this... Try climbing up somewhere around here and getting out. Oh, scared you off? My apologies. Okay, maybe it's going to be harder to get out of here than I first thought. I might have to go and find the designated exit to leave. Oh, or I can just come over this hill and we have actually a really good amount of visibility, so I wonder... Okay, great visibility and that around us. Yeah, just kind of getting dropped down. But I didn't see anything of note really hiding out there. So we'll just have to go... I was trying to think direction now, because of course the wind indicator, or otherwise known as the dinosaur pointer, is literally pointing right into the center of the map, which would be our best bet of just like going in to start exploring. So of course, I guess that means we'll be going off to the west further. No, just a Parasaurolophus. I mean, truth be told, that's the first, actual trophy animal we've spotted since we've started this hunt, but that is also because we were just up in the ash peaks. I still don't know if that's supposed to be snow or ash, just because, like, with the volcanic peak there and kind of the grayish color, it made me think more, maybe ash in the area. I could be mistaken, though, and it is meant to be snow. But it is neat that they had the little particle effects in the air and also had, like, the almost fog or mist hanging around that as you could go roaming and exploring up in that region. And I think what we'll do is try to get up on this peak, use the binoculars to look around for anything, and then just keep going. Yeah, see, I don't really care if you spot us. That is one thing about the way the trophy room is now, is... I guess if you want to have a specific sizing for, like, what species you have in the slots, you kind of have to check in every hunt, clear out what you've gotten. And I don't know if there'll be, like, as you clear one out and you have others behind it, a new one automatically slots in, or you have to hunt a new one. I'm not really sure how the functionality of the trophy room is. Truth be told, though, I'm actually not actually sure of the functionality of the trophy room in the base game for how that operates. That's because I know you can fill up all the slots, but I don't know if then you have anything you've collected beyond those slots. If you remove one, it'll automatically fill the slot, or you have to hunt a new one, it'll fill that slot. Good questions that I have never actually asked myself, which is kind of embarrassing when you think about all the Carnivores content I have done. My guess is, though, it probably would need you to hunt something new to fill the slot, then it'll just take from a stockpile you have. Because I don't really think it would save the stockpile or stats of anything you don't have the room for. Oh. Hi. Just kind of peeking over the ridge to see you munching away. But yeah, I definitely feel like if I am going to go for the Rexes, this map is probably the best one to use for the hunt. A lot of the terrain is very easy line of sight. If I see something in the distance, I might be able to crouch down and slowly approach to get a better chance at aiming for the mortal zones. And I don't think there'll be anything that the Rexes will super hide behind. Like, there are some things like ridges and hills here, but I don't think the Rexes would be able to scale this. So even if I see one, I might have it, like, come running after me and then do circles down here. Or, depending on the pathfinding, it might actually run all the way along, find this way up, and then run all the way back at us. The Rexes still probably hold the title as Carnivore's most dangerous hunt, and most dangerous animal to go after. The only ones that probably surpass it are some of the bonus animals, like the Gojirasaurus and Triassic, the Seismosaurus from Carnivores Plus. I think it was Carnivores Plus anyway. And maybe the Yeti from Ice Age. But yeah, so far, again, still pretty sparse for anything new or unique we'd be after. I think I am going to have to start picking up the pace and do a little bit more of a run as we're going through here. That's because I want something after last episode. Like, sure, we took down the Carnotaurus, but they were already a part of the trophy room, and we had already snagged the two we needed for it. We want new and exciting. Not just lethal and familiar. But it is seeming like that's kind of hard to come across on a map this big. Another compy out there, another Mozchops. I might have to actually use the radar next hunt just in order to help our odds. That is a sound I've never heard before. I'm thinking that could be another Laylapse. It's carnivorous, whatever it is. But I don't know how to get up there safely. It's like, from the sounds of it, it's right at the top of this hill. And probably just over the crest of it. So, good news is we may have something new to go after. is making... Okay, it is another lay lapse. Okay, well those were both pretty bad misses. But the shotgun I'm very accurate with. Sniper rifle, I can't hit a darn thing. Shotgun, just every shot seems to hit. I thought it could have been one of you guys. Like, we have seen them before on this map, so I was thinking it was a possibility, but I just couldn't quite make out what it fully was. But, again, it's just more familiar. I think what I will do is come next episode, I will activate the radar just to help us try to find anything. And if it is stuff that's all just familiar, we have seen and taken on before, I think it's safe to say the Ancient Temple, it has a lot to see landscape-wise, but we've already covered much of the roster for its endemics. Now, there may still be, like, an exclusive species on the map to find, but I just have not been having too much luck so far as we've been going about. But I'm going to keep going for a little longer. We do have a couple minutes I can keep running about to see if we can get lucky. And you know what? I guess we'll go to this area next to the southeast. It looks like a big... like, I don't know if it'd be dry lake bed or floodplain or something. Yeah, we'll go here and just take some looks around and see what we can find. Oh, that's right. This is... we do gotta be careful to fight a Saurus. Not that we actually have, like, anything we're really at risk of losing trophy-wise. God, everybody's making their frickin' noises. Yeah, we'll just go around these guys and just keep seeing what we can find. As long as you give them some distance, that you don't have to worry about them getting provoked. They're more like a territorial species. So you can basically do what I'm doing, running, jumping, doing all things around, as long as you give them a little bit of distance. But it does seem like this is another strikeout for the Ancient Temple when it comes to... new endemics to get. I'm trying to think of what endemics are all on this map. We've seen the Laylaps, we've seen the Agnathomus, we've seen Brontosaurus. I'm trying to think if there's been any others that we've come across, but I don't think so. It might be even... all the maps only have so many endemics that will spawn on them, like species-wise. So maybe we've already come across the full roster for the Ancient Temple, aside from that one special variant or deviation of a Velociraptor that can be found here too. I'm just gonna... I mean, I said we'd keep going for a couple minutes, but truth be told... aside from more moss chops and ambient animals, not really much luck. Well, it's either a good sign that we've been snagging a lot of what there is on offer, and we are pretty steadily coming towards Legacy's end, or my luck is just atrocious, and we have a lot we are still missing out on that could be just behind any hill or around any bend on the map. Overall, though, at least we got to do a little bit more sightseeing, tried to get a few more species, and got to enjoy a little bit more of the Ancient Temple and see some of the sites that are tucked away on it. Not too bad of an outing. I do like the little secret area up in the mountains there. I'm not sure if I'd call it a secret area, but it's not somewhere on the map that looks like it has what it actually has to it. Let's put it that way. So yeah, what I'll probably do is end this episode here. Next episode, we'll get the radar enabled, try to find some of these endemics if there are any we haven't seen yet, and go on another hunt in Legacy. But thank you all for joining me on this episode of the series. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, share in the comments right down below. And until I see you all in the next video or episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.